right, this is not a drill, people. We have an A-frame, or we could have an A-frame. There, one was, I'm frazzled, but I want it really bad. So a follower just sent me a link to an A-frame cabin in College Station that was on realtor.com, and I also found it on Zillow, but it did not come across my thing, and I look daily. So I emailed my agent immediately. I know there are going to be a ton of other offers on this house, so she's like, can you go right now? And I'm like, yes. Went into my boss's office, and I was just like, can I please leave early? And then I said A-frame, and she's like, go, 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 because my boss is amazing and she knows I'm obsessed. Jacob's coming to pick me up because we rode together today, and we're gonna go see it. It's really, really cute. I already know it's on a floodplain, so I'll need flood insurance. There's a possibility that the bank might not like that the land is worth more than the house because it's a 1-1 or maybe a 2-1, but it is so cute. Like, it's so cute. I'm mad, and it's on an acre. It's on an acre. Oh yeah, it's only $150,000. So we must run. Let's go. Okay, so it's really cute getting out here. Like, there's so many farmlands and like bluebonnets, so many Texas bluebonnets. It's really pretty. It's about 20 minutes from the front entrance of A&M. We went home and checked on the dogs and got them. So Jacob's in the car with them, and my real estate agent's running just a little bit behind me. So let's go look at it. All right, so it's an acre, and as you can see, it's far away from other stuff. Oh my God, it's cute. The door is open. Hello? Hello? This looks pretty good. Oh, there's a wraparound porch. Oh, cute. Roof looks to be in good condition. There's the power pole. Okay, this part of the floor is significantly, it's okay, there might be some foundation issues. There is no stove, as I thought. That's okay. Well, there's room to stand up in the bathroom, unlike the other A-frame that we went and looked at. I'll link that video below. I really loved that one too. It's a cute little modern cabinet. These stairs. I thought I'm okay with it. Can I run it like this? No kids whatsoever in the A-frame. All right, let's go up. Guys, feet are hanging off. Oh, this is like a clutch of death. You sincerely have to go up kind of sideways. Okay, alrighty. Oh my goodness, the cutest little. I'm not sure this can be insured, but if it can, I want it. What a view! Oh, this is fantastic. Cool paint. Love this. think I could fit a queen in here. Maybe even a king. How long is a bed? Yeah, I think I could do that. 2 little nightstands. I don't know what this room would be. Maybe could fit like a single bed in here. Or a couple singles, like for kids. No kids. No. Okay, let's talk. What do we think? This is interesting. Maybe I could set a little office in here? You'd have to go down those stairs every single time you need to go to the bathroom. But I have no idea how you'd retrofit the stairs. Those can't be like, those are not code. They can't be legal. This is such a cute place though. Well, there's a ladybug in here. I mean, yeah, maybe like a little day bed, a little desk. Ooh, a little desk here would be really cute. I don't know. God, these stairs, man. And this is, oh. All right, I'm sorry, I'm putting a little weighted to send. This is legitimately scary. I like fear gripped the wall and the rail the entire time. Oh look, here comes Maggie. Oh, here comes Stella. Come here, Stelly Belly. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, did we have a wreck? Good girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, did she pee herself? How is she wet? Babies. Rory's at home, she's fine. There are hawks circling overhead, so we're a little worried. Well, babies. All right, so this is the back, and there's a shed, and I just peeked inside. The listing mentions some custom cabinetry that would be installed, which is very pretty. I'm assuming that's it. There's a fridge and a stove, and a very nice shed. A bunch of trailers parked out here. The Ag Wagon could go back there. All right, only concerns at this point. Being able to get a loan for the house, since the property might be worth more than it. The stairs of death, and I guess the foundation. Oh, also possibly the septic, because I saw one of the disclosures and I didn't get to read the whole thing, but it hasn't been cleared in 5 years and they don't know how old it is. But that could be fixed. I'd have to get a septic guy anyway, because I'd need to install for the Ag Wagon. Oh, it's so cute. It's so pretty. I have no idea how many other offers there are going to be on this place. On Zillow, it has like 190 likes already. It's been up for 6 days. I don't know how I didn't see it, but I have a feeling we might be doing competing offers. 150, 20% down would be 30 grand, which is right at what I have. I would have to raid my emergency funds because we wouldn't live in this. It'd just be an investment prop. So, all right, let's see what my agent says. Isn't it cute?
It's very cute.
What do you think?
These stairs are very steep.
Yeah. So I went down with like my left hand on this rail and kind of, okay, you're gonna, no, I'm not exaggerating. The stairs are like 6 inches deep.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
But like, how would you fix it? Maybe do like a couple stairs this way and then up? Like maybe bust it, like bring it out this way and go up and then?
Make it less steep. It would take some work, obviously. But I think you don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously somebody lived here. The place is in good shape. Did you see that cute little tiny ceiling fan?
No.
Oh, it was so cute. The blades were like an inch long. It's just a little wraparound. Oh, I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's screwed in.
Yeah. Also, the floor is uneven in many parts. But, so like, cute little couch here. You can look out into the pastures. Here comes Janet. Let's see what she says. All right, we're back home. I love it. I want it. Hoping it can happen. Janet's gonna put an offer in this evening. Apparently there are no other offers on the house right now, but one has, like, a couple has told them that they were gonna put in an offer, but they're a much older couple. And quite frankly, I can barely take those stairs. So we're gonna put in 140 because sewage, stairs, etc. Listing price is 150. Don't know if they'll be open to negotiating at all, but yeah, I already emailed my lender and he's probably gonna need some documents saying what my money situation is. So I'm gonna do that now. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Hello, and welcome to day 5 or 6 or 7 of being yanked around by the A-frame guy. I want to be friends with this guy because he lives next door, but he's making it very hard to buy his property. And I don't know if it's because he's wishing, kind of like drawing it out in case someone comes in with like an all cash offer, or if he just is like waffling on if he actually wants to sell it or not. But I have been through this before and it is so frustrating. I actually never told you guys about this. I found what I consider to be the perfect piece of property, really close to town, half an acre, really cool little barn dominium type garage conversion house. Would need a lot of work, had a little pond, bunnies, ducks, perfect place to put the Ag Wagon. Perfect place to build out with a couple other little things. Cheap too. He listed it on Facebook Marketplace for $127,000. I went over there, made a full price offer immediately with Janet, and he proceeded to then try to change the terms. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You don't have to. Originally, he wanted to like make a bunch of improvements and changes to the property, and then he's like, no, I don't want to do any of that. Just sell as is. I'm like, that's fine, totally fine. And then it was a matter of getting a tenant out of another house that he owned so that he could move in, because he didn't want to do the maintenance on the half acre. That was a year ago. My agent thinks that he just can't really get into his head of actually moving. I mean, yeah, the guy's having major issues with this ex-lawyer criminal tenant who's been squatting and keeps like tricking him into letting him stay. He's destroyed the house. I feel really, really terrible for the guy, and we've stayed in touch, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna get that property. So this one, I was so excited. I'm like, he listed it on Zillow, he listed it on realtor.com. He has an agent, he must be serious. Put in an offer. Next thing, Janet's like, we might have another Mr. X on our hand, because he might just not be willing to sell the property. And it's not that I've offered too little. He suddenly has all of these things where he's like, I don't want to put the stove in the kitchen. There's a stove in like a back shed, and for an inspection to get the loan, there would have to be a working stove in there. That's what like an operational kitchen is. I've told them, like, Jacob and I will go move it if you'll let us. We can't without your permission, but we will move it for you if you'll let us. And then he was like, I don't want to sign a road agreement, which your mortgage company might need, and I need you to get like a flood insurance quote immediately so I know that you can afford it. And these sound like reasonable things, and we're immediately like, yes, that's fine. But then he keeps pushing it out, and Janet thinks that he can't wrap his head around selling something he's owned for that long and like made for his wife. But I think he's holding out for a cash offer. So that's what he originally wanted to sell it for. So getting a flood insurance quote today. Already called my agent twice. Well, I called him and texted him. And yeah, hopefully we will see soon. Wish me luck. Well, I was supposed to hear back today. I got the guy all the weird additional paperwork that he wanted, and my agent just called me and said he sold it to a neighbor for cash, which is why he held me off for a week and wanted like flood quotes and stuff like that, because he was just kind of dancing around hoping that he'd get a cash offer. I'm honestly a little devastated. I feel like the seller acted in bad faith, and yeah, it's his prerogative to sell it to whomever he wants, but I really wanted that property. I loved it. All I can hope is that there's another one out there waiting for me.
Yeah, I think the guy didn't want to sell it, or it was just bad faith.
We've even considered maybe trying to contact the neighbors to see if they would want to do a quick sale, because we doubt that they would have paid the full $150 in a cash offer. I don't know, a ton of people who have just $150 cash laying around, and if it was a neighbor that was gonna buy it, wouldn't he have like talked to them, or they would have heard about it before it'd been on Zillow and Realtor for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
It's shady, and I think he was just pushing me off in the hopes of a cash offer, which I also don't understand, because at closing you get a check either way. Jacob doesn't think it has anything to do with my gender, but I think there's a chance he didn't want to sell the woman. Just because I've seen that kind of thing before. Any other thoughts?
I just don't think there was any helping it. I don't think he ever intended to sell it. I think we could keep an eye on it and see if it actually sells. I don't think
Yeah, there was a big sign, a big for sale sign in front of the house. So the neighbors would have seen it.
Yeah.
It just sucks. He strung me along for a week.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There's nothing I really could have done differently. I don't have $150,000 cash. I put in an offer. They either decided not to sell or sell to a person who miraculously showed up a week later with cash. Jacob told me on the way home, you've said before, if something is meant to be yours, no one can take it from you. So maybe this is not meant to be mine. I'm honestly devastated. It would have been perfect, but there's nothing I can really do. So, in the hopes of not eating my feelings, I'm either going to take a nap or work on the curtains I'm making for the Ag Wagon, because I tried to find a company that would do custom blinds for it, and it's just like too narrow of a space, and the ones that did have the narrow blinds didn't have black or gray, so I'm making my own. And I can focus on the little wagon that I got, which is probably going to be a flip, and I can focus on these sweet little puppies. And hopefully I'll find somewhere else to put the Ag Wagon and build the next doors of the BG properties, hopefully eventually Empire. I wish my heart didn't get so into these. I have to be so specific about what I want because I don't have a lot of funds. So every choice has to be a really, really good choice. And that's fine. That's good. But it means it takes a long time. And I've been looking for 2 years to find a property like this one. I finally found it and just right out from under me. It would have been better if I had just been outbid. But he never even sent back a counter. It was just, don't think I want to sell it to her. Sorry to end this vlog on a sad note when it started off so happy, but this is the way it goes. And I'm just going to have to keep looking. I've looked at over 100 properties. I guess on to the next 100. Subscribe. Also, I lied. I'm definitely also eating my feelings. But if Chick-fil-A mac and cheese can't make you feel better, I don't know what can. Do you want some? She might get a little. It has been a couple of days and I have processed and grieved and I am still not thrilled, but there is not a lot that I can do about it. So my final action and update for this video is that I looked up the neighbors' addresses on the Brazos Valley CAD and I wrote them each an individualized letter that said, hey, I understand that a neighbor bought the A-frame property if it was you and you would want to consider selling it. I'm not sure what you paid, but I would be willing to go negotiate so that you would make money. Please contact me. And I hate getting these types of letters because I get a lot of these at the duplex and they always offer some piddly amount, like $180,000 for the duplex, and they're never personalized and they're just annoying. But I want this property enough and I feel like I have enough invested in this property that it's okay to do this. This is one very specific thing, and they could potentially, if they bought it for say $100,000 cash, flip it, sell it to me for $120, $130, $140, make some money. And maybe they would be interested in doing that, maybe not. But this is the final update. So let me know what you think about this whole situation below. This is the second house I've really fallen in love with and lost. So I'm glad I'm going on vacation this weekend.